So, today I'll be giving a book review on the famous book Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie. Agatha Christie was a famous British writer known as the Queen of Crime for her outstanding detective novels and short stories. She created two of the most beloved fictional detectives in literature, Hercule Poirot and a brilliant Belgian investigator, and Miss Marple, a shrewd elderly woman with a sharp eye for human behavior. Christie's works are celebrated for their clever plots, suspenseful storytelling, and surprising endings. One of her most famous novels include Murder on the Orient Express, which was first published in 1934. This book was first published in the UK in 1934 by Collins Crime Club and later in the US in 1934 by Dodd, Mead and Company. The book has been translated into more than 50 languages, making it one of the most widely read detective novels in the world. The story features Christie's famous Belgian detective Hercule Poirot, who was in initial stage on a vacation. But later, when he meets his friend, he gets persuaded into getting on a train, a luxurious train which is boarded with aristocrats from different backgrounds and was heading towards London. Now, when he was on the train, he kept to himself, but he of course met the other aristocrats and talked with them. And on a morning, while he was on the train fell rather off tracks because it was snowing so heavily on the mountains. So, of course, they had to stop the train and the line had to be cleared. But during that time, a strange discovery was made. One of the passengers was very mysteriously killed in his own compartment in the train. Now, the fact was that the compartment was actually guarded the entire night. And just beside that compartment was Hercule Poirot, the famous detective himself. So now the question arises that if the compartment had been locked from the inside and the man was safely secured, seen by everyone before the train had stopped, then how was he murdered? How was he murdered and found in that way? Hercule Poirot, being the best detective he was, he of course made sure to take everyone into the suspect list. He did not leave any, except of course his own friend, because his friend Book was never to be doubted as he had a strong alibi. Now, Hercule Poirot finds everyone very suspicious, which is of course a very normal thing in a detective movie or a detective novel. But Agatha Christie's writing is so proper and precise that there were no loopholes despite that. She had not kept any monotonicity through the entire story. She made sure that everywhere there was a plot twist, there was a thrilling suspense which would keep the readers attracted. And even at the end, the plot twist was something else. It was really not as expected. And I would say this book is definitely a 10 out of 10 because someone who reads detective stories, the plot twist should be very good and the plot twist should not be repetitive. Like if a reader is reading a book or is watching a movie, if the plot twist comes again and again, then at some point it becomes boring. It becomes non-fictional. It becomes fictional rather, yes, sorry. So when we are reading the book, we expect a limited amount of plot twist, but the things have to be very good. They have to be very unexpected. So here, Agatha Christie uses her words very cleverly. She, in fact, uses the characters so immaculately, gives them a very good background. And even till the end, you will be guessing who the actual killer is. And in fact, as I said before, this was one of the best writings of her. And you will understand as you read on the story. I can say that I have read a lot of Hercule Poirot stories, which was written by Agatha Christie, even Miss Marple. But this has to be one of the best because let's say that it is really something out of the ordinary. When you read the entire book, the writer has written in such a way that you can actually get into the lives of the characters. You can understand their emotions. Her words are that level precise. So I really hope that you enjoy the book, and it's a very good read. And I can say this to you very definitely that if you sit down to read it one evening, I am sure that you will get up at morning because it is that level catchy. You can't actually stop reading it. You will be turning on pages and pages, but you will of course say, no, let me just read on, one more chapter. So yeah, I hope you have a great read, and definitely let us know how you like that book. And several other books of Hercule Poirot are there. I'll make sure to get a review on that. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.